What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Tacomaholic channel. Today we are releasing the first video in a new series where I'm going to be doing quick spotlight videos for all kinds of armor options, both bumpers, skid plates, you name it. And today we will be talking about the Mobtown steel front bumper. This is my buddy Eat Sleep Tacos on Tacoma World.
Hey,
if any of you don't know who he is, if he doesn't have the biggest build thread on Tacoma World, second biggest to Chad's Pride,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
well,
he wins.
I think I have the 183rd biggest, so one day I'll be up there. So this is his truck. We will do a walk around video on that, so if you want to check that out, go ahead and click the link above. That'll be literally everything he's done to the truck, but today we are just going to be talking about his front bumper. Okay, so first of all, how long have you had the bumper on your truck?
I've had this bumper for maybe 2 or 3 months now.
Okay.
And I've probably put 4 or 5 good wheeling trips with it.
Holding up strong.
Holding up strong. There was
my
last trip, I had to winch up a 150-foot hill. The bumper didn't even flinch.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is 100% steel, right?
100% steel. I believe it's mostly 3/16 with a main 1/4-inch body, like with a winch plate and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. And I know when you go on like the Mobtown website, which I will put down below if you guys are interested in this, they have a few options, and it looks like, do you remember if the fog cutouts, is that standard or is that something you can add?
Yeah, so the fog cutouts as well as the 20-inch light bar cutout, it's all standard. I believe the only options are the hoops. You could do full hoops or only center, and then powder coated or not.
And one quick thing on the hoops, and I think I've said this before in my video, I'm usually not a fan of the full hoops. They look great on other trucks. It's just not my thing personally. But you can see right here in the front, these are the full hoops, just meaning it's got the center and the headlight protection on either side. And you can see they're angled up, and it definitely gives the Tacoma some attitude. And I really like that versus, like if you're looking at the ARB bumper, it's just flat across. So that is pretty wicked. Give you a few shots of that real quick. And another thing I've seen on, I can't think of one specifically, but the full hoops, it almost looks like some of the hoops are low enough that they're going to block some of the headlight spray. But these, I mean, obviously you can see, not even close, so that's awesome. I
can see them from the driver's seat, which I like. It kind of helps me to see where the corners are.
Yeah, you can gauge, because one of the things you really, if you didn't already know, when you go off-roading in your Tacoma for the first time, the hood, it's really deceptive how it hides. You can't really tell where you are. It's like, unless you have perfect depth perception, it's just...
Take some practice.
Yeah, you don't realize until you get off-road, and that helps you gauge where you are, so that's pretty awesome. Give you another shot from this side real quick. Another quick thing to mention that I really like about this, it proves Mobtown did their homework to make the strongest bumper possible. We have a side brace over here, which... you were telling me last time that just...
Yeah, so this one right here, I believe it's 1/4 inch. It ties back into the frame here. It just kind of adds more rigidity. And then down here, I don't know if you can really see it, there's a 90-degree brace as well that bolts into the sway bar bolts. And I don't have a sway bar on, but you can keep your sway bar with these braces. Okay. And it just helps make everything really rigid and nothing flexes while winching.
I was gonna say, so if you're getting winched or pulled with a strap, you know, nothing's gonna bend and twist or risk damaging. Or if it did, it'd have to be, you probably have bigger issues anyway at that point. So,
exactly, you got big problems.
That's one of those nice attention to details. Do you know if they always made these bumpers with that option, or is that something they learned, you know, going down the road, sort of trial and error?
You know, I'm not sure. He's had these bumpers out for a couple years now. I know it's been on all recent ones.
Okay, love it. Nice feature.
Yeah, agreed.
Another nice little feature for this bumper, you can see he does have his license plate right there, which is wicked. The license plate, there are some holes included, so you don't have to drill, you don't have to add any kind of special bracket. It is good to go. You can see up there also right above it, plenty of space for the fair lead, a couple recovery points if you want to add D-rings, stuff like that. All in all, just a very well-made bumper. And do you remember, or could you estimate, how much do you think this weighs?
Ooh,
it's got to be heavy, but...
It's heavy, but I can carry it by myself. I would have to guesstimate, like, I don't know, 100 pounds?
Okay, that sounds about right. I think that's what a lot of them are, so... With the full hoops and all that.
With the full hoops and everything,
yeah. Definitely nice. I know for the time being, it's only available in steel, no aluminum option. And I think you said yours is obviously for an 05 to 2011 Tacoma, but it's the same one that bolts to the later second gen models,
yeah, so
right?
they only make one bumper and it bolts to all 05 to 15.
Okay. It's always nice. And install super easy, nothing
Install super easy. Most aftermarket bumpers are the same. There's just 3 bolts on each side that hold it up, and then any additional bracing that might come on there. Very straightforward. Uses all factory hardware.
Very nice. You can see I like the angles on the side. Give you that approach angle, pretty sweet.
Yeah.
A little protection. Yeah. Very nice. And here's a couple top shots. You can see there is just a little bit of a gap between the bumper and the fender on both sides, but I was just informed you said he is gonna go ahead and Mobtown is in the works to get that a little tighter, just to
so on mine it's the gap seems a little worse because I'm not running any flares. Usually it's a little more flush,
right? It adds at least what, a ½ inch or so, right?
Yeah, exactly. So but he said he was gonna bring the bumper in up to this fender right here, kind of follow the body line a little bit more, and then he's gonna see what he could do in here as well, just to kind of make it a little bit cleaner, make it a little better fitting.
I kind of like having a little more, you know, hand space in the front if you gotta, you know, reach in there and mess with your winch, stuff like that. Yeah, so I wouldn't mind that so much.
It's not bad. I can reach in here and access my winch, or up here through the access holes. Very easy to reach my winch. Yeah, that's plenty right there. I mean, you can get to it from either side, and there's multiple access holes. You could have like 5 people messing with your winch at one time, if you were so inclined. If you're into that.
Yeah. All right, everyone, that does it for this video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you found some good information, because if you haven't known it already, once you start shopping around for pretty much anything for your Tacoma, there's tons of options out there. It gets confusing quickly, and the purpose of these videos is to show you some things you might not glean from the internet when you're shopping around. So tons of good information on this video. Comment below on what you think of this bumper and if you plan on going that route. If this is your first time stopping by, please consider subscribing. Help me grow the channel by sharing it with your friends and family on social media. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video.